Things are going well. I might just sit back and enjoy the fruits of my labor.
Uh-oh, here comes the competition to eat our lunch.
Oh no, bad news. I'm BJ Flag.
And I'm Rich G, and this is episode 265. Are you becoming complacent?
Ooh.
Yeah, it's not making a major mistake. We're not talking about that, or losing a major client. These are things that we worry about, and these types of things suck. But
Right.
our biggest fear is complacency. When running a successful small business, we need to consistently remind ourselves that technology moves quickly. Competitors have lower barriers to entry, and that's a big one, than ever before. And success today does not result in success tomorrow.
Oh, I try to remind myself and my team daily that we need to remain agile and diligent and never be content with a status quo in order to ensure that we remain successful. Let's have a conversation.
Absolutely. And I think BJ and I are talking about this today because we're coming out of COVID. And during COVID, it did two things. First of all, we hunkered down as businesses. We try to hold on to clients as tightly as possible and not change anything. But COVID also made us change certain behaviors, certain ways we service. But now that we're out of COVID, this hunkering down needs to stop. We need to start moving forward.
Yeah, we've really got to just realize that things have opened up, supply chains are starting to loosen, and our competitors are staring at us.
Yeah. And there's a whole bunch of new people coming into the market.
Oh, yeah.
That might eat your lunch. And if you're just going, well, we're just doing the same old thing all the time, that might be a problem.
It might be a problem. We're just saying. Just saying it might be a problem.
So, action number one, when was the last time you changed your game? Okay. Are you tired? Are you afraid? I sound like one of those late night
commercials.
Are you afraid? No. Have you lost your passion? Complacency is a common disease that affects many businesses. You probably see it happening in many of the businesses you frequent. It's the little things that irritate you, or it's the departments and products that you see nobody ever uses. They have like dust on them, and the lackluster service from the owner or their employees. You see it. You could probably name 5 different businesses that suffer from complacency right now.
Yeah. And, sometimes the business don't want to change because they're afraid of losing revenue, current revenue and, clients. They just are freaked out about it. Apply the Pareto rule. Look at your products and your services. Which ones underperform the most? What would happen if you eliminated these areas and refueled the space and resources into your higher performing areas? I know it sounds like we're trying to be very simple about this, but we know it's hard. We know that this is going to take a big switch for your business. It's another pivot, but don't be freaked.
Yeah. I mean, an example I love to use is like CVS.
Yeah.
It's the typical drugstore that's tried to become like a whole third, if not half their store is turned into like a grocery store. Yet their checkout area is useless. You always have to, no one's ever there. They have like 3 stalls. No one's ever there. You have to wait. I'd rather just check out, but give me more room to check out. I'm only buying, it's not like I'm buying 10 things at CVS. I'm buying 1 or 2. So I just want to get in and get out. And it's funny. I sit and I'm waiting for a prescription or something. I look over, there's a magazine section that no one ever goes to. It's like shoved in the corner. I go, guys, stop trying to sell magazines. Nobody's buying them. Nobody's spending $7 for a magazine anymore.
Exactly. But it reminds me of like LinkedIn. Rich, you and I were just talking about that.
Yeah, it's becoming more of a irritant with all the people trying to sell me all the time.
Yeah.
I'm getting like between 10 and 20 notifications and emails from LinkedIn saying, let's link up. And I link up and then they try to sell me something.
Yeah. In the first note to
Yeah.
you. It's the complete, that exact same sell letter that they send to every other person. It's just
Yeah.
the saddest thing to think that they are doing that for 8 hours a day. Absolutely amazing. But you know what I think about? It's like, I don't know, like grocery stores. You've got Whole Foods. They have a great new self checkout. Yep, that's great. You're in and out but how do I know if it's an organic banana that I picked up 20 minutes ago? I don't remember. So there's a lot of weirdness that happens there. But I feel you can't beat a local grocer, like a Walter Stewart's in New Canaan. You can't beat them. They know who you are. The whole experience is pleasant. They greet you. If they know you, they put your name in. They don't ask your name again. They don't ask for your consumer number again. No, they put it in for you. They talk about, things that are going on. They hand you the receipt and look in your eyes. I mean, it's just everything. That's all customer service. And I know that they're innovative. Like I noticed them changing a couple things as in the process. Awesome.
Yeah.
Neat people. So action number 2 is, what have you not implemented? What are things that you haven't done? Do you have clients who are suggesting a service or a product and you haven't acted upon it? You need to research and see how you can integrate that into your lineup. So much of the complexity is just coasting along. If it's not broke, don't fix it. Go fix it.
Yeah,
My
you're so
goodness.
right, BJ. There's so much innovation going on right now. And to capture the energy of these new things and bring them into your business model. What about a new line of apparel? Or what about a new service as an adjunct to what you presently do? A limited release, perhaps, short leases. McDonald's does the McRib, brings it out and then it goes away. And people go nuts over it. All
Exactly.
Yeah, all are going to activate your sales team and energize your marketing team and ultimately energize your customers.
Right. Definitely. And here's one of my big bugaboos: not taking all the free tutorials that your updated software gives you. It's free. Do it. Anything that you can do to make your team more efficient and nimble, do it. It's amazing to think of the amount of free information people have given you. Take advantage of it and just keep being innovative. Be the ones that everybody talks about.
It's interesting you mentioned that, BJ, because a lot of my clients get caught up in, well, I'm using this software, I haven't really updated it, or there's this new software out there that does all this other stuff, but it's going to be so hard to make the move. And I say, is it hard for you, or is it hard for everyone? They go, I don't want to have to learn new things, and I go, oh, okay. So it's usually software that has like invoicing and purchasing and credit card payments all built in, and they're like, oh, I don't want to use that. I go, okay, that's great, and
There you go.
it leads me to the big thing. If you're complacent, odds are your customers are feeling what I call customer friction. Okay.
Yes.
Uh, People's attention spans are getting so short. You need to review all of your processes and see where the customer is spending a lot of time or a lot of effort, and they're getting frustrated because you're making them do the same old thing where there's so many faster ways to do it. Do it
Yeah.
from the perspective of the customer. I mean, I look at Costco. I go into Costco. They handle thousands of customers every day.
So many.
And when I'm checking out, I hold up my credit card and it has a barcode in the back. They scan it, and I walk over and there's the credit card reader. I place it on the glass for 2 seconds and it goes beep, and I put it back into my my wallet. I don't have to worry about it again. I don't have to slide it in for the chip, and I don't have to wait there for it to make a noise after 5 seconds. And then, oh, it didn't take it. You do it again, and all of this stuff. It's simple. That's all customer friction. And I mean, you and I were talking about doctors' offices on how they have you fill out forms.
Yeah. If they give me one of those clipboards one more time, I'm going to have a heart attack.
Yes.
And good thing I'm in the doctor's office. When I see, nowadays, they have an app. You go on, they ping you about a week before you're coming in. They ask you a couple of questions, and you're done. You're done. You're checked in. And I think that type of experience makes you feel less anxious, less nervous. You've got things kind of taken care of. So all good, definitely. So give us action number 3.
Action 3 is look at your competition. What are they doing? Okay. Do you find yourself sneering at your competition for all those inane and newfangled services they're offering? That's complacency coupled with jealousy. Okay.
Not good.
You need to take a long, hard look at your behavior and better understand what they're doing and why they're doing it.
Right. It may be a different way of interacting with customers, or a new free service or different product line. Don't be that owner who says, oh, we don't do that here. That's the fastest way to lose a customer. Take a look at a car dealership. Perfect example. Yep. And how they haven't changed their behavior in 20 years. It still takes hours to purchase a car. And Tesla does it all online and delivers the car to your home. So come on.
Yeah.
Think of CarMax. You literally are doing the whole experience on the app.
And the old car dealerships are like, well, that's how we do things. And that you literally fill out 10 pages of documents and signatures and everything. And I understand you have to do that, but there's an easier way. So what's action 4?
Look at your marketing and sales plans. Are they going to take you into the new directions? You might not even be talking about your newest offerings. You need to seriously look at your website, marketing materials, advertising, social media, and ask yourself, is this truly representing what you presently want to attract? You're going to be shocked when you do it, because it's not.
Yeah. I mean, it's like I'm changing my website all the time. I love to keep trying new things. Where I'm the most innovative is in my writing of articles. Yeah. There I'm writing on the edge of what's happening all the time. New topics come from what I see is happening with my clients, things they want to know more about, and innovative directions they should consider. That's what energizes me, and I know it will energize you.
Absolutely. We have a great resource today. And this might seem counterproductive, but it is not. It's called Think Small, the surprisingly simple ways to reach big goals. I think we're impressed by this book because it sounds counterproductive, but it's a great, great resource.
Yeah, it's by Wayne Service and Rory Gallagher. The whole idea is that a lot of these, being complacent and taking big steps in your business, you look at it as like, oh my God, it's too big. This teaches you to think smaller, think in smaller blocks to get the bigger stuff done. It's a great book.
Yeah. And, I think a lot of times people, you really want to kind of get into that book and you realize, oh my gosh, you can make small changes and clear plans based on, a real understanding of human behavior. And I don't know, I think it's a great book, a real quick read. So that's a wrap. You can reach out to me at newrenew.com, and you can find Rich at richg.com.
And thanks to our producer, Richard Scalzo, for consistently delivering the best small business podcast every Tuesday.
Have an unbelievable week and catch you later.
You know what? We need to to eliminate this ending because we're getting too complacent with it. What do you think? We got to change it. We got to change it up. Have a great day, everyone.
I'll see you then.